Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing something a little bit different, actually a lot bit different. Today we are going to be comparing a real Squishmallow, like beautiful Junie here, to a fake version of them that I bought from Temu. Temu has so many fake Squishmallows and they're actually pretty good duplicates, copies of them. So I want to do a side-by-side comparison of several Squishmallows. I will actually be comparing 6 different Squishmallows to their fake versions in today's video. So let's just jump right into it. Obviously, we're going to have to open up this one. So let's get started. Obviously vacuum sealed, so we're going to have to do a little bit of fluffing. This is actually fluffed up pretty nicely, I think. Okay, so this one is the real Junie, and this Junie is a 7-inch. And if we put them side by side, they're actually very close in size. Junie, the real Junie, is a little teeny bit taller, but not by much.
Junie's a banana, if you don't know that.
The banana color part, it looks like Junie is a little bit more tan than the fake Junie, but not off by much. It's actually very, very close. I hope the camera's picking that up. Obviously, the first thing you notice about a fake Squishmallow is that they don't have the Squishmallow's hang tag or the Squishmallow's butt tag. And I'm not going to compare that every time because that's just an obvious one, I think. So
yeah, no tags on this one.
The banana peel is actually very similar in color. I think fake Junie is a little bit brighter on the yellow part, but honestly a really good fake. Okay, let's look at their faces. I mean, I'm kind of flabbergasted here because I think this is a really good fake Junie. I think real Junie has eyes that are just a little bit farther apart, but not by much, and their mouths are almost identical. And the stitching is almost identical. Let me give you a close-up look at real Junie's face compared to fake Junie's face. So here's the real Junie. And there's the fake Junie. So really, really close. The fabric is really close too. Fake Junie is a little bit wrinkled, but that could be because they were vacuum sealed, so I'm not going to count that against them. They really feel very similar. Huh. I mean, I'm very impressed. Like, I don't think I'd be able to tell the difference other than the fact that the fake one doesn't have any tags. Maybe if I'm comparing them side by side, but I guess the lesson learned here is that if you get a Squishmallow that doesn't have like the tag loop or the butt tags, then you probably have a fake Squishmallow because this is a really good fake. So yeah, buyer beware of fake Squishmallows, at least from Temu, because this one's great.
Great or not great, depending on how you look at it. Okay,
so I'm going to rate these guys. I'm going to rate the fake ones compared to the real ones on a scale of 1 to 10. And I'm going to give this one an 8 out of 10. And really, the only points that were deducted were because of the tags. So 1 point for the hang tag and 1 point for the butt tags. So yeah, if you want a fake Squishmallow, the Junie from Temu is a good option. Okay, let's move on to a fake Wendy. So here is the real Wendy the Frog Squishmallow in all her glory. This is the 8-inch version. She is one of my favorite Squishmallows, so I'm going to be very picky with the fake. And here is the fake. And I'm already laughing because the shape is completely different, but we'll get into that in a second. So let's go ahead and get this fake Wendy out of the bag. She is not vacuum sealed, so I won't have to do all the fluffing. So let's get her out. Okay, so obviously no tags on the fake one, but again, I'm not going to go over that in detail every time. So the first thing I notice is that the fake Wendy is kind of square. She is very wide and flat on this point of her head, where real Wendy has a cute little space between her eyes. So yeah, big difference there. Their colors are pretty close. Like if I didn't have them side by side, I probably wouldn't know the difference. The fake Wendy is a little bit darker green, I think. And real Wendy is just a bit lighter, but not by much. Same thing with the color of their white bellies. Wendy's is just a tad bit darker than kind of the bright white on fake Wendy. Another thing I notice is that the real Wendy's eyes are bigger than the fake Wendy. The fake Wendy is kind of derpy, not to be rude, but you know, they're kind of a little smaller and they look kind of funny, maybe a little long, but again, not too far off. If you weren't really super familiar with Wendy, I don't think you would instantly know that this is a fake Wendy. And their faces are pretty similar. The fake Wendy has a little bit bigger nose, mouth, and it seems to be a little bit higher up, but that could be because her head is lower down. The proportions are just different. So let me show you close-ups of both of their faces. So here is the real Wendy. Here's the fake Wendy. Also, real Wendy is much softer than this fake Wendy. This fake Wendy is she's not hard, but she's just she's not as soft and cuddly. She's denser, not squishy.
And of course, Wendy is a squishy squishmallow.
So I'm going to give this fake Wendy from Temu a 5 out of 10 because I think she has a lot of differences from adorable real Wendy. And if you are even a little bit familiar with Squishmallows, I think you'll be able to tell that this is not a real Squishmallow, that this is a fake. So yeah, 5 out of 10. Okay, let's do Gordon the shark next. Okay, so we have real Gordon, who is adorable, and then the fake version, again from Temu. So let's get this one open. This one looked vacuum sealed, but I don't think it really was. So fluff him up a little bit. Okay, so this Gordon is a 7-inch Gordon, who is so cute. And size-wise, I think they're pretty close. I think real Gordon is just a little bit thinner, where the fake one is more round. The colors are a little bit different. The fake one is just a bit darker than real Gordon. Gordon is a little bit lighter, and their fins are definitely different. Gordon's fins are actually stuffed and squishy, and the fake Gordon doesn't have any stuffing. And he only has one fin. Let me show you that. So Gordon, the real Gordon, has 1, 2, 3 fins on his back. And fake Gordon just has 1, and it's sad and floppy and not fluffy and stuffed like real Gordon. So
that's sad.
And it's the same thing with their side fins. What are those called? What are these called? Dorsal fin? No, dorsal's on the back. Whatever these fins are called. Gordon's are nice and stuffed. Has
good muscle tone.
And they're kind of little. They look kind of little and cute. The fake one has long, kind of floppy fins on the side. So yeah, big differences there. And moving on to the back, I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but the stitching on real Gordon is so much better than the stitching on the fake Gordon. It almost looks like somebody messed up to me. So definitely differences in quality between the fake Squishmallow Gordon and the real Squishmallow Gordon. Their white bellies are pretty similar. The real Gordon's belly is just a tad bit darker. I think that's the case in most of the fake versus real Squishmallows. The fake versions seem to be starker white or darker black or something. I don't know. That's just a general statement, but that's what it seems like. The shapes of the belly are just a bit different because this shape in general is a bit rounder than real Gordon. So they actually have very similar facial features. They both have the open shark mouth. They both have the little gills on the side here. And they have similar stitching, but I think the stitching on the fake Gordon is just not as good of quality as the stitching on the real Gordon. So let me show you close-ups of their faces. So here is the real Gordon. And here's the fake Gordon. So I don't think this fake Gordon is horrible. I don't think it's good as the Junie fake, but I think I'll give this one I think I'll do 6 out of 10 for this fake Gordon. I think it's pretty close. There are just some little details that aren't the same. But again, if you weren't super familiar with Squishmallows, I don't think you would know the difference.
Except there are no tags.
Yeah, so let me know what you think of each of these Squishmallows in the comments below. I'd love to hear your opinions. And would you guys buy a fake Squishmallow knowingly? I would love to know that as well. Okay, let's move on to Reshma the cow. So we have the real Reshma the cow, and she is so adorable. I love her. She's a beautiful pink. She has the cute strawberry on her front and the adorable heart on her back. I love her so much. And here we have the fake Reshma. So let's see how they compare. So this is an 8-inch Reshma, real Reshma, and obviously the fake one is not quite 8 inches, but we're going to do our best to compare. Color-wise, they're pretty similar with the light pink part. I would say that the real Reshma is a little more like strawberry milk pink, and I don't know, this one has a funny color to it. I don't know if there's like more of an orange tint in it. I don't know, but it looks a little bit different, maybe a little bit darker. I'm not sure. There's a big difference, I think, in the darker pink. Reshma's is just a little bit darker than her body, her lighter pink, and this fake one is almost a bright pink. Again, almost like a salmon-y color. Definitely not a great match for color between the fake Reshma and the real Reshma. They do both have a strawberry on their front. They both have embroidering. The quality is definitely better on real Reshma than on fake Reshma. And their noses have a similar issue color-wise. Like the real Reshma's nose is just like a lighter, purer pink, and the fake Reshma's is really bright.
I don't even know. It's just a weird pink.
They also both have a heart on the back. Again, the color difference. This weird color pink with this beautiful little strawberry milk pink. Obviously, I'm a little bit biased here to the real Reshma. As far as the shape of the ears and the horns, other than real Reshma being a little bit bigger, I think they're pretty similar. They both have one lighter ear and one darker ear, so that's cute. Horns are a similar shape. I don't think there's that much of a difference there. Overall body shape, I think real Reshma is just a little bit longer, where fake Reshma is a little bit rounder, more, well, maybe square, just a little bit this way. A little bit smooshed. That seems to be a trend with the fake ones. I don't know why, but at least with the last couple, Gordon was kind of round and stocky compared to the other real Gordon. Their tails, similar problems with the color again. Weird pink on the top here. Beautiful pink on the top here. Different lengths because, obviously overall different sizes, but, not too far off. I think the overall look of fake Reshma is pretty good match. There are just a lot of details that aren't exactly like the real Reshma. Okay, let's go ahead and compare their faces. Other than the color differences, I think they're pretty similar. They both have the same type of embroidery. Their nostrils are embroidered. There's embroidery around their muzzle or snout or whatever that is on a cow. So yeah, not too far off, so that's impressive. So let me go ahead and show you a close-up of both of their faces. Here's the real Reshma, and here is the fake Reshma. So the thing that throws me off the most is the difference in size, but I'm trying not to let that, be a big influencer on my scores here. I think the biggest differences for me are the color differences and the shape, the overall shape between the fake one and the real one. So I'm going to give this fake Reshma, a 7 out of 10. I think she's a little more similar than Gordon was to his fake. So yeah, we're going to go with 7 out of 10 for this fake Reshma. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Okay, I think we're going to move on to Ronnie the cow now and stick with the cow theme. Okay, so here we have beloved Ronnie. Everybody loves Ronnie, I think. Well, a lot of people love Ronnie. And here we have the fake Ronnie. This Ronnie is a 7-inch and he's beautiful as always. So let's go ahead and get this Ronnie out and compare them. I think we're pretty close in size between these two. Here's the real one, here's the fake one. Again, we have that difference in overall shape. This fake Ronnie is very square, very stubby, very, what's the word I'm looking for? Stout? I guess that's maybe a good way to tell a real one from a fake one. Real ones maybe most of the time have like that nice egg shape. I don't know if that's always true, but that's what it seems like. Let's see their colors. Again, the real Ronnie is just a little bit more tan, a little bit of a darker, not as stark white as the fake Ronnie. Their browns are quite different as well. Real Ronnie's brown is kind of a chocolate brown, like a milk chocolate brown, where fake Ronnie's color is almost like a reddish brown. So that's definitely different. They both have pink in their little ears. They both have similar shaped horns. I think fake Ronnie's horns are a little bit stubbier. They're a little bit smaller. Maybe a lot smaller in proportion than the real Ronnie, but not that much. Maybe it just looks different because he's so flat right here. And then they both have a light ear and a dark ear. And again, the color differences with the dark browns does throw me off.
They both have tails.
Real Ronnie has a cute little fuzzy tail, which is adorable. Fake Ronnie, it's fuzzy, but it's short fuzz. It's like a plushy fuzz, not a furry fuzz, if that makes any sense. So definitely differences with the tails. And then real Ronnie is that perfect squishmallow shape from the side, and fake Ronnie's kind of flat. I'm sorry, fake Ronnie. I feel bad like criticizing you, but you know. Also, I just noticed this. Fake Ronnie's ears are much bigger. They're much bigger. Okay, let's take a look at their faces. One other thing I noticed, around the dark spot on fake Ronnie, there's like a darker stitching, like an embroidery, which is nice. And real Ronnie doesn't have any stitching around his spots. But the fake Ronnie doesn't have a spot at all on his backside. So that's different. He also has the embroidering on the front. So I like the embroidering being on the spot, but I don't like that they don't wrap around the details to the back of the fake one. Their faces are pretty similar. The browns are different again, and the shapes of their nostrils are different. So real Ronnie has that teardrop nostril embroidered nose. Fake Ronnie it's embroidered, but it's kind of an egg shape, and the color of their noses are definitely different. So let me show you both of their faces up close. So here is real Ronnie, and here is fake Ronnie. So I'm going to give this fake Ronnie, I'm going to give him a 4 out of 10 because he's a different shape and he has many different colors, different color browns, multiple different color browns, different nostril shapes, different tails. So I think there are enough things that are different with this fake Ronnie compared to the real Ronnie that we can give this a 4 out of 10. So let me know what you think. Would you buy this fake Ronnie? I mean, he's still cute. He's still really cute, but you know, as far as being a direct comparison to the real one, I'm a thumbs down on this one. So 4 out of 10. Okay, I think we have our last one, and our last one is Annabelle the frog. So let's do a comparison of her and her fake. Okay, and our last comparison is adorable Annabelle, the beautiful pink strawberry frog who is, I mean, she's a pink strawberry frog. How can you not love a pink strawberry frog, you know? So this is going to be a tough one as far as comparing to this Annabelle, because Annabelle is beautiful. Already I can tell that fake Annabelle is a different size, definitely smaller, but let's get her out of the bag and see how she compares shape-wise and all the other details. Okay, so this is an 8-inch Annabelle, and already this poor fake Annabelle has the saddest little floppy eyes, like there's no stuffing in there. Where real Annabelle has cute puffy frog eyes, and this poor fake Annabelle has no stuffing in her eyes. And it's the same for the little strawberry green stuff. There's no stuffing in there. So yeah, this isn't starting out well for fake Annabelle. The color of the pink is different. Fake Annabelle is a darker pink, more of a brighter pink, I would say. Annabelle is more just a little bit lighter, prettier pink, in my opinion. The color of the greenery is different. I don't know how to describe it. I mean, they're just different shades, if that makes any sense. And fake Annabelle's more fuzzy. The greenery is more fuzzy, at least it seems that way. They both have lighter pink bellies. I think that real Annabelle's pink belly, the lighter pink belly, is just a little more pink, and the fake Annabelle is more bright white. It's not white, it's a pink, but it's more of a bright light pink, if that makes any sense. I don't know, you can just kind of see the differences if you compare them side by side. They both have the embroidered strawberry seeds, so that's good. And they're pretty similar. I mean, I would say fake Annabelles are bigger, considering that she's smaller, and real Annabelle's little seeds are just a little bit shorter, smaller overall. Their backs are the same. There's really not much detail on the back. Obviously, no tag on the fake one. But I think the biggest kicker for me, the biggest thing for me is going to be these eyes. Look at these eyes. I mean,
Do I even have to say anything?
they both have the blushy cheeks. Fake Annabelle has darker, brighter, blushy cheeks than real Annabelle. The mouth and nose are a little bit bigger on the fake Annabelle. So the proportions are just off. So let me go ahead and show you their faces up close. So there's real Annabelle. And there's fake Annabelle. I feel so bad for this one. I might put some stuffing in there because I feel so bad. Like,
She looks so tired and worn out.
so yeah, what am I going to give this one? I don't think there are as many differences as Ronnie, but the difference with this fake Annabelle is significant. I'm going to give fake Annabelle a 5 out of 10 just because there aren't as many things that are different, but you know, she still has a big difference that really does make it not a great comparison. So let me know what you think of fake Annabelle and real Annabelle. Overall, I don't think the fakes are that bad. I mean, I'm really nitpicking details here, you know, and I'm so familiar with these Squishmallows that I know what to look for. Well, here's one more thing I noticed. Fake Annabelle has stitching all the way up her back, and real Annabelle doesn't have any stitching towards the middle part. There's some at the bottom and a little bit at the top, but it doesn't go all the way down her back like fake Annabelle. So I don't know. Overall, not that bad as far as fakes go, you know. And I had a lot of fun doing this, so let's get the whole group together. Okay guys, I am somewhere behind all of these Squishmallows, both fake and real, so I had a blast filming this video. I hope you found it informative in being able to recognize a fake Squishmallow versus a real Squishmallow. Again, the biggest thing to look for are the hang tag loops, and the butt tags, because that's a dead giveaway that a Squishmallow is a fake if they don't have those 3 things. But overall, I think the fakes were pretty good. And again, if you weren't really super familiar with real Squishmallows, I don't think you would know the difference in a lot of these. Let me know what you think. If you agree with that statement, would you be able to tell the differences between the fake ones and the real ones? Would you buy a fake Squishmallow from Temu or anywhere else? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, so I think that's going to be the end of this video, guys. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, please click on the like button. That will really help me out in the
YouTube universe.
And if you would like to be one of the first glitterbugs to be notified when I post a new video, please click on the notification bell as well. Okay guys, thank you so much for joining me. I love you all so much, and I will see you very soon. Goodbye guys. Say goodbye guys. Fake and real ones, say goodbye.
Goodbye.
See you in the next one.